be able to see it go backward. That'd be impossible. Probably only one thing here.
We do beach cleanups and road cleanups on I need to figure out how to do this. I was gonna say.
I'm gonna name the sharks. That'd be funny if they were called.
Oh, good. Right, yeah, we've promoted them quite a bit.
Okay.
Oh my.
Well, we'll need more people.
What is this thing called? It's called what?
Caution Sea Star.
Oh, it's a tidal pool.
What?
It's a tidal pool.
What do you mean? Tidal pool. Can I touch it?
No, it'll sting you.
I don't think I want to touch that sea.
Can I touch this?
I have one of these sea urchins yesterday. I'm gonna poke it with
What is
my-
this thing?
What?
Is it off there?
Maybe a sea, maybe one of those sea stars.
Is it off this wall?
Do you think it is?
I don't know. Touch it and see. Bite you.
No.
It ain't gonna bite you. It
You
says nothing to
first.
hurt you.
It says nothing will.
Oh. That's slimy.
Another one. One shark.
Oh, here it goes. Would a great white try to jump up? How do you kill one of them?
You stay away from them.
You don't kill it that way.
Spray it with jellyfish spray.
I guess for fish, maybe the tentacles are venomous and the tops maybe not, but I know for humans, probably any of it's gonna be toxic.
There's a whole another world under the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's a big one up there.
Whoa, tiny jellies.
This is so peaceful.
They may be tiny, but they sure do hurt. That's a nursery.
It's 145 pounds.
Do you think they got any peanut butter
There's
fish to go with
stinging
this
coral.
jellyfish?
This is your stinging coral, Dad.
Available at
Upside down jellyfish, this is. Holy cow.
That's
what are
Dad's.
those?
They've been recording.
Yeah, it's ugly the way I do it. This camera doesn't make any pictures anymore.
There's some more of that ribbon coral.
On the outside
Oh,
of
look,
it.
the sea animal. It's like a blue and a black and white.
Yeah. I found the outside
I
ocean.
remember that too.
Hey, look, a huge hermit crab. Already seen. Open ocean is right around that corner.
What is it? Oh, it's flash photo.
Why?
Because these are. What about this side of it? It's all slimy. There's a snout. Hey, Cam, come over here.
Can't look right here.
What?
See if you can see the stinger. It comes out of his tail right there, about halfway down.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think so. I know what some of them are.
Hey, a pufferfish.
Look at them huge rays down at the bottom down there.
And now, cameraman.
Give you $20 to go up there and jump in and go swimming.
I can't. How do you get up there? What?
There. This is really fat.
Anyway, there's bars up here. That's not very. Whoa! Did I got too close to me?
Yeah, but it just goes straight out, baby. This is the open ocean. It's not a tank.
How come there's glass?
There's tank on this side, baby. That's the open ocean.
So if I broke this, all these sharks.
I'm sure they put something in there to lure the kind of fish they've got in. And the sharks know they get fed if they come here.
To the sharks. So we're gonna get a diver in, And he's going to have some equipment on. It's going to allow him to talk to us from the other side. We've had some technical difficulties recently, so let's hope that the equipment works. Otherwise, it'll be a one-woman show today. So my name is Tia. I'm one of the marine biologists on staff here. And one of the reasons we do a presentation with the feeding is we have found a lot of misconceptions people have about sharks. It's like this love-hate relationship. They're so pretty, they're so cool, but oh my god, they eat people. Which isn't true. And we like to show that. We have divers in here around the clock, usually cleaning up the mess and feeding them. And we'll actually have 2 divers in here, hopefully, and both of them will have food in hand, and you'll see that they won't bother them. And then at the end of the presentation, the diver will get out and we'll drop some food in from the top. So one of the reasons that we drop food in from the top for the sharks is because we don't want the sharks to associate, we don't want the sharks to associate food with people. As you can imagine, that would be not a good thing. Because some of these sharks will be released back into the water. And if you're just joining us, come grab a seat. You can actually sit up here on the floor. Big kids and little kids alike. You don't just have to sit in the bleachers. You can have front row seating. So you can come sit on the floor if you like. There's still some benches here. Come grab a seat. It's a good opportunity.
Her beautiful Hawaiian name is Maui, which literally means magnificent or elegant. She just really enjoys eating mussel, hard-shelled animals. You would hear. She also would rotate her around to be able to see her plate. She's got upper and lower plate. You hear against my hand, perhaps. She used to crush the shells of these things. She'll literally suck the meat out and then spit the shell out, kind of like a sunflower seed.
Another diver behind me.
I see him.
It's extremely soft, it's like velvet. And her common name, spotted eagle ray, comes from not only the obvious spots that helps her blend into the coral reef system, but to notice she has a synchronized switch with her wings, like an eagle, and spotted eagle ray. Yeah.
So this is actually a really good opportunity to talk about how feeding fish can change their behavior. I promise you, when you go out snorkeling, spotted eagle rays will not come up and beg for food. But if you do feed animals in the wild, they will change their behavior, and that actually can be really bad. So we actually ask people when they go out snorkeling and scuba diving not to feed the fish like this stingray here up on the wall. What are they eating?
I'm sorry, start over to you. I just had to do a little test here.
Oh, that's okay. What are the stingrays eating?
Well, these guys have a different mouth part altogether. These are the broad rays. They've got raspy type teeth, so they prefer to eat soft tissue, things like squid, anchovies. So they're eating her piece of squid. You probably saw it kind of macerate a little bit before she swallows it. Maybe we'll get another one up here as well. But the Hawaiian broad stingray, Hawaiian name, is lupe, and it literally means kite. It looks like a big kite, big broad body, very straight tail. And the ones we have in here, we keep the stingers intact. And if you look at the top of the tail, about a third of the way back, you see these 2 tandem stingers laying on top of one another. And then the rest of the tail is barbs, little tiny calcareous barbs. So that entire tail assembly is their defense system. Now we keep the stingers intact because when we release these guys back out to the open ocean, they have that defense system in place. So, when we're in here, we typically approach her from the side or from underneath. Just let them know we're there so we don't surprise them. That's pretty much the strategy of care of the slaughter, the progress.
And I was talking about the sharks right before you came in, and as you guys can see, have the sharks been bothering them? No, right. How many sharks are you swimming with today, and what are the different species?
Well, we've got about 4,000 sharks in here. We've got 20 sharks in here right now, and there's 6 different species that we've collected locally, of course. Let's see if we kind of point a few of them out for you and give a little bit of a background for them. The old gray, very high dorsal fin, these guys are called sandbars. They're a little bit deeper water species. There's another one. We've got the black tip reef shark, which is a very shallow water species, commonly seen around the islands. Here's one down here. Very similar to the black tips or the white tips. You may have seen them laying quietly in the cave as you walked through the building earlier. They're one of the few species of sharks that can lay in one spot and still ventilate their gills. That's why they're so commonly seen around the island when people are out snorkeling or scuba diving, typically laying down around rocks or in caves, things like that. Gray reef shark, again, it's a reef shark, so it's relatively shallow. Down here, pretty much all gray right down here at the end. Keep vertical. And then we've got the scallop hammerhead. Very wide, hydrodynamic head. Eyes are way out here at the tips. Great peripheral vision, but they don't see too well up and down. So when they swim, watch their swimming behavior, and they'll kick their bodies kind of side to side. And they're literally looking up above, what's going on up there, what's going on down below. And just finally, we've got our one female tiger. She's doing great. We brought her in September, and she was about 5.5 feet long. She's definitely the fastest growing shark in here. Right now she's about 7 feet long. We'll give her another year or so, and her tail will be over here at the edge of the glass, and her head's going to be just beyond the center beam. So she'll be up to about 9.5, maybe 10 feet, and it'll be time to take her back and release her where she came from. That's our policy. We don't tag the animals, we don't track them. We just literally put them back where they came from. So that's pretty much all 6 species that we have, the 20 in here total. Yeah.
Nice. So after seeing that, you guys, how many of you, by a show of hands, would like to go in there and go for a scuba dive? Oh, right.
Yesterday.
Can they do that, Scotty?
Oh yeah, that's a blast. We have a program called Shark Dive Maui. And we offer Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays if an individual is certified in scuba at 15 years or older. We bring you the exhibit with us, and it gives you an opportunity to spend some time in here with these animals. And I'll tell you, you'll come out a little bit different person because it's just a phenomenal experience. Contrary to popular belief, sharks are pretty timid animals. They're scavengers by nature. They're going after the dead, dying, decaying stuff. We're not on the menu. We're not part of that marine environment. Watch them swim. They come along and just glance off. They very rarely touch anything in here. And if there's any incidents with humans, 99.9% of those encounters are going to be at the surface. So if you're out there to pre-dawn hours or in the late evening hours or after a heavy storm, when these guys are out looking for that easy prey, they're going to go up and they're going to bump it or bite it. And if you happen to be in that position, then you'll probably end up in the newspapers. Because there are more people hit the head by coconuts and killed on time than there ever will be by sharks. So.
Yeah, I like my favorite statistic for last year: 0 people killed by sharks, 9 by coconuts.
Yeah, so that's the whole education process. That's why we do that program. And, we have had people come from all over the planet. Incredible. Bring a camera. We collect sharks' teeth. They're constantly dropping them. You know, beat the spotted eagle ray as I did earlier. Great camera, great opportunity. But again, the most important thing is it puts you in this environment, and it is just phenomenal.
So there you go. If you guys want to go in there, there are brochures at the end of the tunnel.
Yep.
They only are there.